My girlfriend said, I'm moving out but keeping the apartment since my name's on the lease. I said, makes sense. Then I removed every single item I'd paid for furniture, TV, kitchen appliances. When she walked into her apartment, it was just 4 empty walls and her clothes. Original post, I 29 male have been with Ashley, 27 for 2 years. We moved in together about a year ago into this really nice 2-bedroom place. Important detail. Her credit was better than mine at the time. Mine was recovering from some medical debt, so the lease went in her name only, but I paid the security deposit, first month's rent, and furnished the entire place since she was between jobs when we moved in. Last Monday, she sits me down with this serious expression. We need to talk about us. Never a good start. I've been doing some thinking and I don't think this is working anymore. I need to explore who I am without being in a relationship. Fine, breakups happen. I'm an adult. But here's the thing, she continues. Since the lease is in my name, I'll be keeping the apartment. You need to move out by the end of the month. I sat there for a second, processing. So you're breaking up with me and kicking me out? I'm not kicking you out. I'm just exercising my legal right to the apartment. It's nothing personal. Nothing personal. She's making me homeless and it's nothing personal. What about all the furniture, the TV? Everything I bought, she actually laughed. Well, it's in the apartment, so it stays with the apartment. Don't be petty about some furniture, Ryan. I looked around. The $3,200 sectional couch I bought, the 65-inch OLED TV, the entire kitchen setup, KitchenAid mixer, instant pot, the espresso machine she used every morning. My gaming setup, the bedroom furniture, even the shower curtain was mine. Right, I said, makes sense. She smiled, thinking she'd won. I knew you'd be mature about this. That was Monday evening. By Tuesday morning, I'd made some calls. Update 1 Tuesday, I took a sick day from work. Ashley left for her job at 8 a.m., giving me a patronizing kiss on the forehead like I was a child who'd accepted their punishment. The second her car left the parking lot, I called my buddy Jake, who owns a moving company. I need your biggest truck and 2 guys. Today, I'll pay cash. Everything okay, bro? Ashley's keeping the apartment because her name's on the lease, so I'm taking everything that's mine. Everything, every single thing. Jake showed up at 10 a.m. with 2 movers. I had receipts for everything. I'm meticulous about keeping records. Started with the obvious stuff. The entire living room set. Couch, coffee table, TV stand, the TV, the dining table and chairs. The bedroom furniture, bought the whole set from West Elm. My office setup. Desk, chair, gaming, PC monitors. But then I really thought about it. She said everything in the apartment stays with the apartment. Cool, let's define everything. All the kitchen appliances I bought. Microwave, toaster, blender, air fryer. That expensive espresso machine. The rugs, every single one. The curtains and blinds replaced the terrible ones that came with the place. The pots, pans, dishes, silverware, all mine. The bathroom stuff, shower caddy, medicine cabinet organizer, even the toilet brush holder. The smart home devices, thermostat, doorbell camera, all the smart bulbs, the router and modem. I bought better ones than the ISP provided. I even took the nice hangers from the closet, left to the wire ones. The movers thought it was hilarious. Damn, you really bought everything, huh? Yep, and now I'm taking it all. By 2 p.m., the apartment looked like a model unit before staging, just white walls, basic fixtures, and carpet. I left her clothes neatly folded on the floor where the bed used to be. Even took the bed frame but left the mattress. It was hers from before we met. Set up my new place across town. Had been looking since Monday night. Found a studio that was available immediately. Yeah, it's smaller, but it's mine. The best part, I have doorbell camera footage of everything being moved out. All during daylight, all peaceful, all my property. Even kept the receipts visible for the camera as we loaded each item. Texted Ashley at 5 p.m. Moved out as requested. Teas are on the kitchen counter. She texted back, thanks for being mature about this. Oh honey, just wait. Update 2, 6:47 p.m. My phone explodes. First a string of texts. What the hell did you do? Where is everything? This is theft. I'm calling the police. You can't do this. Then she tried calling 23 times in a row. I didn't answer. Then came the voicemail that I saved for posterity. Ryan, you psychotic piece of trash. You took everything. There's nothing here. Not even a fork. Where am I supposed to sleep? What am I supposed to eat with? You even took the toilet paper holder. Call me back right now or I'm calling the cops. I texted back once. I took my belongings as requested. The apartment is all yours now. Enjoy exploring who you are. She actually did call the cops. They showed up at my new place around 9 p.m. I was ready. Officer, sir. We got a complaint about stolen property. Officer, I have receipts for everything I moved today. Doorbell footage of the move and text messages where she told me to vacate the apartment. Would you like to see them? Show them everything. The receipts, the footage showing me moving my own stuff. Her text saying the apartment was hers and I needed to leave. Officer, so you took your property from an apartment you were told to vacate. Me exactly. The older cop actually chuckled. Sir, this is a civil matter. You can't steal your own property. Ma'am needs to take this to small claims if she has an issue. They left. Ashley called screaming about how I manipulated the cops. I hung up and blocked her number, but here's where it gets really good. Wednesday morning, I get a call from building management. Apparently, Ashley called them hysterical, claiming I'd vandalized the apartment. They sent maintenance to check. Building manager, Mr. Peterson, we need to discuss the apartment situation. Me, I moved out as requested by Ms. Ashley. Is there damage? Building manager, no, it's in perfect condition. Better than most movie outs, but Ms. Ashley is claiming you stole fixtures. I took my personal belongings. I have receipts for everything. The apartment still has all its original fixtures. Building manager, the thermostat. Me, I installed a smart one. I returned it to the original. It's there, the blinds, replaced with the originals from storage closet. You kept the originals, of course. They belonged to the apartment. There was a pause. Then, Mr. Peterson, I have to say, I've never seen anyone document movie out this thoroughly. Turns out, Ashley tried to claim I'd stole an apartment property to get them to charge me. Instead, they informed her that since only her name is on the lease, she's responsible for any damages or missing items when she moves out. Update 3 Thursday, the smear campaign started. Ashley unblocked to me just to send screenshots of her social media posts. Some men really can't handle rejection. Imagine being so petty that you strip an entire apartment because your fragile ego got hurt. Narcissist ex-abuse starting over. Her friends were eating it up. Comments like, you deserve better. What a man-child. This is financial abuse. So I posted my own update, just 3 photos. 1, the stack of receipts totaling over $15,000. $2, a screenshot of her text saying it stays with the apartment. 3, a photo of my new place fully furnished, captioned, when she keeps the apartment but you keep everything else. My stuff, my choice. My post got shared way more than hers did. Turns out people love justice stories, but Ashley wasn't done. Friday morning, I get a text from an unknown number, her friend Megan. Ashley is staying with me because she has nowhere to sleep. You left her with nothing. She had to sleep on the floor. How can you be so heartless? Me, she has a mattress and all her clothes. I only took what I paid for. Megan, she can't even make coffee. You took the coffee maker. I bought the coffee maker. Normal people don't do this. You're supposed to split things. Me, she said everything stays with the apartment. Then she clarified that meant my stuff too. I disagreed and took my belongings. She wanted the apartment all to herself. She got it. You're a monster. She's going to sue you. Cool. I have receipts. Then came the call from Ashley's mom, Diane. Now I actually like Diane. She was always nice to me, but this call was different. Ryan, sweetheart, what happened? Ashley is hysterical. She broke up with me and told me to move out because the lease is in her name, so I moved out and took my belongings. She says you took everything, even the kitchen supplies. I did. I bought them. But honey, where is she supposed to live? In the apartment she wanted to keep. With no furniture, that's not my problem anymore, Diane. She made it clear the apartment was hers and I needed to leave. I left. Long pause. How much did you spend on all that furniture? Me, about $15,000 over the past year. Another pause, and she expected you to just leave it. Yes, I see. Well, that was short-sighted of her. The call ended with Diane saying she talked to Ashley about having realistic expectations. Update 4, Saturday morning, 7 a.m. There's pounding on my door. Not knocking. Pounding, I checked the doorbell camera. Yeah, I took that too and installed it at my new place. It's Ashley with 2 large men I don't recognize. I call through the door. Can I help you? Open this door right now. We're getting my stuff. Your stuff isn't here. The furniture is mine. We live together. It's communal property. We weren't married. I have receipts. Please leave. One of the men, just open the door, man. Let's sort this out. Sir, I don't know you. I'm calling the police if you don't leave. Go ahead, call them. I'll tell them you stole from me, so I did. Told dispatch there were 3 people trying to force entry to my apartment. Cops arrived in 10 minutes. I showed them the footage of the pounding, the threats to get stuff. The 2 unknown men, the cop asked Ashley, "Ma'am, do you have proof this property is yours? We live together. It's common law." Cop, this state doesn't recognize common law marriage. Do you have receipts? Ashley, he has the receipts, but it was for us. Cop, ma'am, without proof of ownership, you need to leave. This is harassment. The two men, turns out they were her cousins, apologized to me directly. One of them said she told us you robbed her. I showed them the receipts on my phone. They looked disgusted and left without her. Ashley had to get an Uber home. But the best part happened Monday. I get a call from her friend Brittany, who was supposed to be Ashley's roommate in a few months. They had plans for me to move out and Brittany to move in. Brittany: hey Ryan, weird question. Did Ashley have a furnished apartment when you met her? No, she was living with her parents. Why? She told me the apartment came fully furnished and she was doing me a favor letting me move into such a nice place. I furnished that apartment, every stick of furniture. She was going to charge me $400 extra for a furnished place with furniture that wasn't hers. That bit, thanks for the heads up. Brittany not only backed out of moving in, she also told their entire friend group about Ashley's plan to rent my furniture to her. Update 5 Tuesday, I get served with small claims court papers. Ashley is suing me for theft of communal property, emotional distress, loss of peaceful enjoyment of residence. She's asking for $20,000, more than I even spent on the furniture. I hire a lawyer friend for a consultation. He looks at the paperwork and laughs. She has no case. You have receipts. She has texts admitting the apartment is hers alone and she told you to leave. This is going to be embarrassing for her. But then something beautiful happened. The apartment complex called me. Remember that nice building manager, Mr. Peterson? I'm not supposed to do this, but I thought you should know. Miss Ashley hasn't paid November rent. She's claiming she can't afford it because you stole her money by taking the furniture. But rent was due before I moved out. Exactly. She's been served with a pay or quit notice. Thought you might want to know in case she tries to claim this is somehow your fault too. I didn't have to wait long. Thursday, Ashley's mom, Diane, calls again. Ryan, Ashley is being evicted. That's unfortunate. She says it's because you took everything. Rent is the same whether the apartment is furnished or not. She quit her job. What? When? 2 weeks ago, she said she was going to manifest her dream life and didn't need corporate oppression. I almost dropped the phone. She quit her job before breaking up with me. She was planning to have me pay for everything while she found herself. Deanne, she thought you'd leave the furniture and keep paying half the rent until she found someone else. Me, why would I pay rent on an apartment I can't live in? That's what I asked her. She said it was your responsibility as a man to make sure she was comfortable. Even her own mother sounded disgusted. Update 6, court day arrives, 3 weeks after the breakup. Ashley shows up in a suit that's way too formal, like she's going to the Supreme Court. I'm in khakis and a polo. My lawyer said to look responsible but not overdressed. The judge reviews the case. Ashley goes first. Ashley, Your Honor, we built a life together. Everything in that apartment was ours. He vindictively stripped it bare, leaving me with nothing, causing me severe emotional distress and financial hardship. Miss, were you and the defendant married? No, but did you have any written agreement about property? No, but there was an understanding. I'll hear from the defendant. My lawyer stands up. Your Honor, my client has receipts for every item totaling $15,247. He has text messages from the plaintiff stating the apartment was hers alone and he needed to vacate. He has doorbell footage of him peacefully removing his belongings during daytime hours. The plaintiff called the police, who determined no crime was committed. Judge reviews the evidence. Miss Ashley, did you send this text saying the apartment is mine? You need to move out. Yes, but did you tell him? And I quote, everything in the apartment stays with the apartment I meant. Did you or did you not say that? Yes, case dismissed. The defendant removed his personal property from a residence he was told to vacate. Plaintiff owes court costs. Ashley starts crying. This isn't fair. He left me with nothing. Judge, you left yourself with nothing when you assumed someone else's property was yours. Next case. Outside the courthouse, Ashley's mom is waiting. She doesn't say anything to Ashley, just walks up to me. I'm sorry about all this, Ryan. You're a good man. She needs to grow up. Mom, whose side are you on? The side that didn't quit their job to manifest nonsense while expecting someone else to pay their bills. They left arguing. Update 7. It's been 2 months now. Here's where everyone ended up. Ashley got evicted. She moved back in with her parents, who made her get a job at a call center. She has to pay them rent. She tried dating apps with photos from the old apartment to look successful. Someone recognized the apartment and tagged me in the comments. Isn't this the place you had to strip empty because she tried to steal your stuff? Her profile got roasted so hard she deleted it. Brittany, the friend who was going to move in, spread the word about Ashley's scam. Ashley lost most of her friend group. Megan still defends her, but even she wouldn't let Ashley move in with her. The apartment, the complex rented it out immediately. The new tenants actually messaged me on Facebook because they found my name on some old mail. They said the place was beautiful but completely empty and asked if I knew what happened. I sent them the link to my viral post. They said it was the best apartment drama they'd ever heard. My new place is smaller, but it's perfect for me. I got a promotion at work. Turns out not having relationship drama improves your performance. I'm dating someone new, Sarah, who actually owns her own furniture and doesn't believe in manifesting rent money. Ashley texted me last week from a new number. I know you hate me, but I wanted you to know you really hurt me. I thought we were building something together. I responded, we were. Then you decided to keep what we built and kick me out. How'd that work out for you? She replied, you're heartless. I blocked that number too. Her cousin, one of the guys who came to my door, actually reached out to apologize properly. He said Ashley told the whole family I was abusive and stole from her. When he saw the receipts and texts, he realized she was full of it. Apparently, this isn't the first time she's pulled something like this. Her ex before me had something similar happen, but he just walked away and let her keep everything. That's probably why she thought it would work again. The best part? Last week, I drove past the old apartment complex and saw Ashley in the parking lot. She was there with her mom, apparently begging the building manager to give her another chance. He wasn't having it. She saw me driving by and tried to flag me down. I just waved and kept driving. Sarah asked me if I regret taking everything. The only thing I regret is not taking pictures of her face when she walked into that empty apartment. Sarah laughed, remind me never to piss you off. Just don't try to keep an apartment you didn't pay for and claim my stuff is yours. Deal. Looking back, the whole thing cost me maybe $1,000 in moving expenses and lawyer consultation. Worth every penny to watch someone learn that you can't just claim other people's property because you want it. She wanted the apartment all to herself. She got exactly that. Just the apartment. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, and that espresso machine she used every morning. It makes amazing coffee in my new kitchen. Every morning when I use it, I think about how she's probably drinking instant coffee at her parents' house, and I smile. Karma's a beautiful thing when you have receipts. Final update. One last thing happened that I have to share. 6 months after everything went down, I get a LinkedIn message. From Ashley's dad, Robert. I'd only met him a couple of times, seemed like a quiet guy. Ryan, I wanted to personally apologize for my daughter's behavior. Diane showed me the texts and receipts. I'm ashamed of how she treated you. I wanted you to know that we've made her get therapy and she's not allowed to date until she can prove she can support herself independently for a full year. Your restraint in not pressing charges for harassment was more than she deserved. I hope you're doing well, I responded. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate this message. I hope Ashley learns from this experience. He replied, she's learning. She asked us to buy her new furniture. We told her to check Facebook Marketplace and garage sales. She said that was beneath her. She's currently sitting on a lawn chair in her room using a cardboard box as a desk. Maybe a few more months of that will teach her the value of things. Even her own father knew she needed this lesson. Honestly, I don't hate Ashley. I nothing her. She was a lesson in recognizing entitlement, protecting yourself legally, and the importance of keeping receipts. She thought she found a sucker who would fund her lifestyle while she found herself. Instead, she found herself back in her childhood bedroom, sitting on lawn furniture, working at a call center, being forced to actually grow up for the first time in her life. And me? I'm typing this from my new apartment on my expensive ergonomic desk chair, looking at my wall-mounted OLED TV about to make dinner for Sarah using all my kitchen appliances. Life's good when you don't let entitled people walk all over you. The moral of the story. If someone tells you to leave but thinks they're keeping your stuff, take them at their word on the leaving part. But your stuff, that goes with you, every single thing.